Hi. This is the first section, basically section about execution. So the first part is jump. Um, this is like my favorite part, just jump. Second part is about ease and in. Don't mind where I type. I just like to type the way I talk. So ease in, then discipline, then consistency. Because once you have all this, the execution is going to be very, very, very simple for you. So yes, you now have your goals ready. What next? So first part, point of jump, point of no return. So for every goal, take one action that you cannot go back from. Let me give you a personal example. Whenever I want to start a new thing, I spend money on it. And not 2K, like good money. And it forces me to commit because I don't believe in losing. So it's like I must do this thing until the money I spent comes back, then I can give up. There are times when it didn't really work out, but the good thing is I always did try, and most times actually did work out. Either my money will come back and I'll disappear and give up, or by the time like I start getting the money from it, it's like okay, this is actually a cool thing. Let me just continue doing it. Um, the same thing with okay, this is something I started last year. What I do now is basically whenever I start a new project that's kind of big, I get a new charter, and the goal is simple. I will work on this project every day, write goals, write notes, ideas, meetings, just write anything in this book. By the time I get to the end of this book and this project is still not, working out well, I'll give up. So even for this letter from us, I have a Georgia for it. I think I'm like halfway through it, and yeah, I'm seeing good traction. It's like okay, maybe even if I reach the end of it, I'll just continue. But it seems like if I reach the end, it's like okay, it's still funny. I may just not continue. So I just share some examples here. The first one is okay, purchase that course. When you purchase a course, you put your money in it. You will actually be more committed. Tell your followers you're doing it, just about the accountability thing. You're a lot more accountable to your followers actually. You tell your followers if you do something, it's you take it more seriously, and like, okay, I can't just give up because they'll ask me about it. Drop out. So I do recommend this one. Just put it out here for better understanding. I think when you drop out of school to pursue something, there's no going back, like at all. So this is basically what the point of no return is about. You could convert your personal page to a business page. So by the time you convert, I am Ahmad to Ahmad Designs or something, you can't just wake up the next day and take it back to Ahmad because you were like, what happened to Ahmad Designs? So use your savings to buy the gadgets needed. So if maybe you want some photography and use your savings to go and buy a camera, you must snap that picture like duly. So that's basically the jump, the point of no return. Second part is okay, ease in. So when you jump, it doesn't mean you go at it like yes, full force of course, as much force as you can put into it. But sometimes when there's an energy you put into something that's just not sustainable, and you also burn out really, really fast, especially when you're not showing results. Because truth is, whatever you start, no matter how much effort you put into it, it takes time. So by the time you put all of your energy into it and it takes so much time and there are no results, you may begin to like lose energy for it. So just ease into it. And sometimes when you want to like put your full force into it, you keep procrastinating. But when it's like just like to ease in, you can start today. So for example, now the first part you don't start too hard. You should read a page a day. So whenever what is I reading? They say an average CEO reads 52 books in a week. It was hard for me to be reading 50 pages in a day. I still don't think I really do it often. So I think for like almost 3 years, I was never able to really read books well because I always wanted to read 50 pages, but I'll read 10 pages and get tired, and I'll start feeling bad. I'll just stop. After some months, I'll get inspiration again. But if you want to start reading books consistently, just start reading a page. Up till now, I just when I wake up and read a paragraph, and I'm like, this is really, really deep. Even if I actually have the energy to read, I'll read the paragraph. I'm like, there's so much value in this paragraph. I just want to like think over it. I'm done reading for today. I've learned enough. So ease into it. Practice for 30 minutes. You don't have to start going to the gym or running 10 kilometers a day. You can start to just maybe do some cardio in your room for 10 minutes. Do 10 push-ups. If it's a new skill, maybe calligraphy, you could easily just like do it for like 15 minutes. Start slow, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 2 minutes. There's this idea about the 2 minutes rule. If you want to start a new habit, do the most basic thing you could do, and let it be enough. Second part is gradual increase your intensity. So from a page, you can read 2 pages and 3 pages. Then lastly, you don't expect any results. because this will help you from being burnt out early. On discipline. So motivation cannot make you disciplined. It's a personal resolve. No one can teach it to you. If we all had discipline, we will all be successful. That's why we all don't have it. Because some people will be more successful than other people. And most of you see that one of the major differences is discipline. So the best I can do for you on this part is to give you book recommendations. No Excuses by Brian Tracy is an amazing book. It's one of the books that I don't read page to page. I read whenever I just feel I need discipline. I just need to read a page or two, and it just gives me some energy to go about. 365 days with self-discipline is basically 365 ideas. So every day you wake up, there's like ideas for a year. Every day you wake up and read one. So when I started reading this book, the idea was basically wake up every day and the first thing is to read one page from that book, and usually can increase inspiration for the day. Fun fact too, I didn't finish the book. I think I didn't even go beyond the first 100 pages. But anyways, consistency. When you're deeply disciplined, you must be consistent. There's this quote I love that said, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in, day out." Someone who practices one thing for 10 minutes every day for a year will be a lot better than you who practice it for 2 hours once in a while, maybe every week, sorry, or maybe every month inconsistently. There's this quote by this guy, I think it's Bruce Lee, that says, "I do not fear someone who has practiced 1,000 cakes. I fear someone who has practiced one cake 1,000 times." Consistency is like a huge thing. Some tips I can share with you is to start slow with one easy or fun thing. For me, this is a personal story. When I started being consistent with morning routine, I wake up every morning. I'll be sleepy. I want to go back to sleep, and the idea will be like, go and learn. I open the book, I will sleep off. Walk, I will sleep off. So I said, why not movies? So I got a serious film. Every day the plan was when I wake up, I watch one episode, usually about 40 minutes. When you watch an episode of a movie, you will not be sleepy anymore. And I get to do other things. And that worked for me. And I think for almost like 6 months, every morning, the first thing, watch an episode of a film. I don't really do it anymore now. But at least that was how I started building my consistency. So start with something fun I actually enjoy doing. Then I have a partner, so I still do this. This app I'm happy to share. Just go on the Play Store app, so you can find there are a lot of them. So basically, what you do is you can put a goal. It can even be hidden, but all you do is you can have the calendar and you have a partner. Whenever you tick yes, the other partner will see it. Whenever he ticks yes, you will see it. So you are accountable to each other. And then I've also tried this early morning phone calls with someone. It could be a friend, anything basically, or work, anything. So I will have early morning conversations with someone. So every morning at like 7 a.m. I'll call this person, and this person will call me. It was basically someone that also had issues with morning activity. So I think morning conversation will really be helping us, and it worked. I've tried many things, to be honest. Just try different things, whatever works for you. Sometimes something will work for you for some time and it will stop working, you find that thing. Then you get a strict app, which I've already mentioned, or print one. I'll share a sample one with you. Accountability sheet, basically. Book recommendations: Eat That Frog is a very good book by Brian Chris, also a short book. Then the compound effects basically discuss how the smallest things actually make the biggest improvements. Even the book Atomic Habits that I told you about also talks about 1% improvements. So yes, that's the end of this chapter. The next chapter is bonus. That'll be next video. Thank you.